created, over the winter time. Yep, under the ground. So that's really where a lot of their habitat is, because if you kind of think about just nature in wintertime, it's a lot colder up in the trees and there's more wind exposure. So it's not a good idea to like really build a hive that you want to overwinter in there. So, again, when you all kind of take a look and do some observing, you'll already see that insects are already starting to break this lumber down. So those are some of the things that we want to work on and think about. Now, let's come on over. I'll show you how to mix up the flower seeds. We're gonna go ahead and get that spread on down the road.
Okay.
Anybody got any questions? Anything?
Not yet.
Okay. Y'all want to take a look, put your hand in here. I've already mixed this one. So you kind of see what the end result is. It's sand and just seeds.
What is this? I'm sorry?
This is the seeding mix that I put together. So this is a pollinator mix that is native to southeastern United States. It's got things like echinacea in it, Johnny Jump Up, 5 o'clock flowers, lemon mint, lemon balm, just different things like that. I'll show you the mix in just a moment.
That's kind of, I want to smell it. Is that what
That's interesting.
I can't smell them.
So it makes a mix of all the different ones
I can
onto
smell
one
the
thing and just
echinacea,
sprinkle
so
them.
You mix it so it doesn't
That's cool.
Now, in order to properly mix this, we want to mix it with sand. That way it helps keep the soil up, and it kind of acts as a little bit of a covering for those seeds as well. So we'll pass this around. I opened it from the wrong side, so
what does this do though, exactly though?
this helps cover the seeds when you throw it down in here. Let's take a look. So you see all of this? Like, I'm actually getting a better mixture of my seeds, having it spread and intermixed with the sand, as opposed if I just took a whole pile of my seeds in my hand and just threw them out that way. The other thing this does, it helps keep the soil up.
So it's like a blanket or a sheet, I guess. Maybe better.
Yep. Because if you think about it, sand is just silica, which is glass. When the sun comes up, it'll help it retain moisture, things like that as well. So now I'm gonna show y'all how to do this. Oh, still pass. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all how to mix it. So first things first, you want to just kind of layer it. Sure, that's fine.
Oh, I'd also like to record you.
Sure, y'all go right ahead. Go right ahead. Let me know when you're ready. Now,
what's your name, sorry?
Chris.
Chris? I don't want to start recording you and not know.
So typically we want to have a little bit finer sand, but this is what they had available. So we're going to go with clay sand. We're going to mix this together in a bucket. And again, we're going to do it in layers. Can I see the seeds? Thank you. So as you see, I just put down a layer of sand in here first. Because as I do it, I'm gonna start mixing it. You don't have to necessarily measure if you can, but just like cereal in the morning, it's Saturday, so.
It does.
There you go.
Okay.
So that's kind of like just your first layer that you want to do. And then you come back over it with some more sand. This is a 50-pound bag, so it's about 25 pounds on each one that I'm gonna do. I'm doing 2 buckets. We're going to spread the whole thing throughout this little zone together. And then again.
Do you notice any differences if you're using the clay sand versus the finer sand?
The finer sand, it actually is just a little bit lighter. So like when you put your hand in there to mix it, it's easier to do. And I feel like you get more value from it than you do this, because it's kind of weighs down and compacts on itself. Now when we get it spread in here with the compost, that's a good thing because you really don't want to plant directly into bare compost. That's why we have a layer of soil sitting right underneath it. And then another thing too, y'all, we've actually in the past already seeded this space with pollinators, so they're going to come back naturally. And so now this is just kind of supplemental planting.
Gotcha.
Does anybody want to give it a shot? Go ahead, put your hands on the ear.
Yeah.
So everybody does, I feel like.
I know.
It's like you season your chicken.
What chicken?
I hope not. You're going to need a little more.
Yours too much.
I put some in there.
Bro, the seed is putting some Southeast wildflower seed mix.
This is also another way to make sure that you don't use up all your seeds.
And do you do
Anybody
that?
else want to jump in there? Go ahead.
I want to try. Do you do it just with pollinators particularly, or do you do that a lot with other
If I
types
was
of?
maybe wanting to create a mother bed or something like that with vegetable seeds, you can do this the same way.
Yeah.
If you're going to keep this in a cool, dark spot, you can also use it to preserve seeds.
Okay.
You got to make sure that like this sand is like as dry as it can be, and that you have it in like a spot where it's not getting like.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, you'll come back in here, it's going to be opened up.
Okay.
So if I was doing like a small vegetable garden, would you recommend doing this over like